Welcome back. Activists and the Community Policing Forum in Hanover Park, Cape Town, are pleading for help. This after gang shootings left 4 people dead in a week. Residents say innocent children and women are becoming victims of alleged gangsters when they can't get to their targets. The community is pleading with law enforcement to help. Let's go live now to eNCA's Nobesuthu Hejana, who reports for us from Cape Town. So, I mean, the figures are appalling, Nobesuthu. It speaks to a community under siege by the gang activities. What are you hearing from communities about the impact on their lives of, these shootings that have been taking place?
Well, Tulas, the community leaders and CPF members from Hanover Park are pleading with the city and the provincial government to intensify the deployment of police officers in those areas. You would remember that the city of Cape Town over the past few weeks was announcing that it had deployed about 1,100 LEAP officers in areas like Bishop Lavis, Mitchell's Plain, Kraaifontein and other communities. But then the residents of Hanover Park are saying that although they see some of the LEAP officers, the stats when it comes to crime and violence in the area are increasing. And lately what they've noted with concern is that gangsters are now targeting family members and children when they can't get through their rivals or their targets. So saying that it's pretty much a scary thing where now innocent people are losing their lives just because gangsters are unable to get to their targets. In fact, we spoke to a number of people in the area, including the community leaders, who were saying that it's unfair that people are dying and police are not doing much. And they've also noted that there were 4 people who were killed this past week, and 3 of them were women and 2 were actually gunned down. And most of them are people who are related to other gang members when the rival gangs are trying to get to them, but they then shoot the family members just to pass through the message to those that they are looking for. But we spoke to a member of the CPF, Kashifa, who was telling us about some of the stories and some of the concerns that they have as community leaders. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
The beginning of the month, a lot of people were dying, especially innocent women. There was 3 ladies shot. 2 were murdered and 1 was attempted murder. So the gangsters is actually targeting innocent women and innocent children. So what is actually happening in Hanover Park is a pathetic thing, that gangsters killed women and children in Hanover Park. That is unacceptable because they know who their targets is. They know exactly who they come for. So we had 4 murders and we had 6 attempted murders, where 2 women died and 1 woman was attempted murder. So Hanover Park at this moment is living in fear.
Yeah, a community living in fear, Nobesuthu, but also importantly, no arrests in as far as the killings and the shootings are concerned. What are we hearing around how the families of those that were shot and killed are coping?
So we spoke to 2 families in Hanover Park. One was a daughter of a lady who was killed this past week, and she was detailing how it happened that her mother was visiting a friend, but then when she was approaching her house, they heard gunshots outside, but then they assumed that it was a normal thing in the area, but then someone screamed that there was someone laying on the corner, and then when they went to check, she found out it was her mother, and she was saying that, her mother was not involved in any of the gang activities, but she was killed along with her partner. But some of the concerns raised by the community is that they believe that the woman who was killed was only killed just because she was with the guy that the gangsters were looking for. And we also spoke to another woman who was telling us that her son was killed back in 2015, and the people that killed her son are still roaming the streets, and in fact she bumps into them daily and they don't do anything because they were never arrested, even though she was a witness, but police never went further to investigate the case. And she was saying that although it happened 7 years ago, she's still traumatized about the fact that she still sees the same people on the streets, and these cases where people are caught in a crossfire are still increasing in the area, and also pleading with authorities to step up in ensuring that the lives of the innocent are protected. But we spoke to Washima, who was telling us about some of the things that she's been going through ever since her son passed on. And let's take a listen to what she had to say.
We need definitely more police patrol, more awareness of these things that is happening in the area. And to tell you the truth, we're not getting like by the police station. The station commander he's not giving us 100%. He's not working with the mothers. He's not working in the community.
All right, Nobesuthu Hejana reporting live for us from Cape Town on that concerning situation around the area of Hanover Park and the impact of gang-related violence and shootings that they've seen in the last few weeks.